Prophet Mohammed mentioned in the Bible.
Now I tell him to look at Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 16, a perfect description of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
No, it's not a description of Muhammad. The context of the verse is the wife of Solomon describing her lover to the daughters of Jerusalem. You are quite literally implying that the wife of Solomon is lusting over Muhammad with her overly flirtatious description of his physical attributes, if we take into account the actual context of the verse.
It says in English, his mouth is most sweet, he is altogether lovely. Such is my beloved, and he is my friend, O ye daughters of Jerusalem. In the original Hebrew, it sounds like this. His mouth is most sweet, he is Muhammad.
The ancient Hebrew word Mahmadin means very lovely in the context of the Song of Songs passage. However, Muslim apologists somehow switched the word to its singular version by removing the suffix im at the end, and only keeping the word Mahmad, which is the singular version of Mahmadin, and can mean lovely or pleasant or just about any adjective you can use to describe something that is desirable. And yes, ancient Hebrew did use plural of an adjective as a way to give it more intensity.
A prophecy by name. Where is the name Jesus in the Old Testament?
Let's go on these apologist lies and assume that the ancient Hebrew word Mahmad means Muhammad, and read other verses in the Old Testament where that word is also used. 1 Kings 20 verse number 6 reads as follows: But I will send my servants to you tomorrow about this time, and they shall search your house and the houses of your servants. And it shall be that whatever is pleasant in your eyes, they will put it in their hands and take it. When we go over to the Hebrew parallel, the word pleasant in the aforementioned verse is Mahmad. So if we apply this guy's logic, the verse would read, But I will send my servants to you tomorrow about this time, and they shall search your house and the houses of your servants. And it shall be that whatever is Muhammad in your eyes, they will put it in their hands and take it. Now it becomes a bunch of gibberish, but even if we try to somehow bend our minds to make the name Muhammad fit in there, it would mean that Muhammad is now somehow an inanimate object that can be physically picked up and taken away. Let's read Ezekiel 24 verse 15 through 16. Also the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, I take away from you the desire of your eyes with one stroke. Yet you shall neither mourn nor weep, nor shall your tears run down. When we go over to the Hebrew parallel, the word desire in the aforementioned verse is Mahmad. So again, applying this guy's logic, the verse would read, Also the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, I take away from you the Muhammad of your eyes with one stroke, yet you shall neither mourn nor weep, nor shall your tears run down. Verse also becomes a bunch of gibberish. The aforementioned verse talks about Ezekiel's wife's death. So if we try to somehow bend our minds and fit Muhammad in that context, it would be as if Muhammad is the desire of Ezekiel's eyes, which would make him Ezekiel's wife. There is no actual prophecy by name for Muhammad in the Old Testament, and claiming that Mahmadin translates to the name Muhammad works against your preaching of Islam. Your apologists can lie and reinterpret Quranic verses to mean things that they do not, but don't try to expand that concept onto the Bible, because you will flop miserably.